Okay, I had a mini blip with recording. It's for some reason Final Fantasy 16 sometimes causes me these recording issues. I don't know if it's pure coincidence or not, but literally like my recording froze. It almost never happens. Like I've recorded hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours at this point for my PS5, and it's rare that something goes wrong, but it's one of those times where it did. Thankfully, the autosave system of this game is really good, and so I just literally loaded an autosave from like 2 minutes ago, and so I didn't really lose much, but just wanted to disclose that. I think we should be good to keep going. I'm hoping it's just a one-off. I've kind of restarted and reset everything. So many times it just tends to be a one-off. It happens rarely, and it's a one-off at the same time. And so you can't really stop it from happening, but it is what it is. Okay, let's try and continue to get ourselves acquainted. I think for this one, I'm gonna like try and not like spam my moves. Just kind of rely on this a little more. Let's get a bit more used to the gameplay. Like, spamming your special moves is kind of always available, and it's pretty intuitive to do. But the regular attacks and the dodging and that kind of thing, I think that'll take a bit more time to get used to again. I think R1 is the dodge. Yeah, I think that's literally all it is, but obviously it's a timing thing. I remember those precision dodges where like time slows down and stuff. It was pretty cool.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Yeah, I've liked the view so far, so I'm looking forward to this next one.
Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Yeah, look at that. That looks nice.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's been quite the journey so far with all 2 of the random encounters that we faced. So we're well in need of a rest. But yeah, Mysidia looks very pretty.
beautiful, Shula.
Yeah.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Awesome. And I think Mysidia being like this is a nice throwback to some of the earlier Final Fantasies. I'm not sure exactly which one it was, but there's a pretty well hidden Mysidia. Might even been 1 or 2 or 3, like one of those. And so I think it's a nice little throwback to that. Now, this game had a photo mode, no? Let me have a quick look at the system. It's been a little while. I don't even bloody know the controls of this game. What's going on here? Lock on is L1. I've been clicking... Yeah, I've been clicking like R3. I'm so used to R3 like being a bit of a lock-on button. I assume that's what I was using, no? Or did I change it? They're playing type B. I assume this remembers what I did from before, but... melee attack R1. I think this one feels a bit more right to me. We'll try it like this for a little while. I swear there was a photo mode in this game. There we go. Okay. There it is. Okay. Nice. I can't move it further back, which was literally what I was trying to do. But in general, you get the idea. Looks incredibly pretty. Alright, let's get to it. I definitely need to find out more. Another random encounter. Now we can actually lock on properly, hopefully. Fine. I was about to ruthlessly slaughter some innocent animals. But I did hope that they were going to ease you into it, and it definitely seems to be the case.
Glowing.
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
The glamour. It's like some glorified, like, filter. Alright, here we go. Let's get back to this now. Yeah, okay. That's better. But now the button for that has changed, right? Square. And then... yeah, it's out of range. Yeah, now I have to get used to this version, but I think once I do, this is the more, like, correct one for me. So now it's square and then... okay. Yeah, just gonna have to bear with me here, but at least we have lots of pretty visuals to make up for my horrendous gameplay for now.
If the surge was an act of rage...
One wonders what prompted it.
Yeah, I mean, that is interesting from a far distance. Obviously, like, as a crystal, it looked a little bit different. It is crystallized, but I didn't really realize it was kind of like a frozen wave in that sense. I thought there were kind of some sort of entrails from, like, an actual crystal itself. I think it might still be, but obviously you can definitely see up close that it's much more of a giant wave kind of thing. It's been frozen. Yeah, really liking this environment. It's always a good start. Just looks really rich and luscious. Don't know what it is, but as I say, for me it's just like if too much of the environment just looks like these rocks, like this shot here, where that's like 90% of what you see, I don't know. Maybe for some people it's nice, but I've never been that big a fan. When they like overuse it, I think. Frame rate's tanking a bit here. It was looking fine until I looked at that bit. Why is it like this? Come on, game. Okay, just spend another like 30 seconds just trying to get used to swapping back to R1 being the attack, R1 primary attack, R2 being the magic, which you could charge up a bit. And then triangle to juggle between these, and then square to use your specials. Something like that. I'll stay out of that. What was the deal with this bit? That's it. Before I get too overwhelmed here. God, that ability is disgustingly good. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. Imagine me trying to fight Leviathan right now. Let's have a look at what we just picked up. Again, icons. You can have ability sets, okay. I don't even remember how to use abilities properly right now, so that will take a bit of time. Enhances Phoenix Shift, increasing both movement speed and distance. Yeah, I'm going to need stuff like this, I think, to stop me getting like 20 game overs. Yeah, we're not even staggering enemies right now, so... Increase HP regain potential when taking damage. Well, automatic HP regain gauge. That's probably a good one to have right now. Thankfully, they're just easing you into it in a way where it's very hard to screw anything up at this stage. Not sure I want to use up any potions though, against like literally shitty or random encounters that I should be wiping the floor with.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
That told him. Okay, so just like 2 or 3 little random encounters for now. I'm gonna quickly take a look at this. I think the best way for me to kind of get to grips with the gameplay again would be to face like singular enemies. When there's like packs of them, you're just kind of way more inclined to spam a move. Or get overwhelmed if you're still trying to literally remember how to play. Can't go any further for now. I'm sure it'll become relevant later. There's probably going to be some kind of fight here, but for now at least it's empty. Let's get some more story. We'll figure out the gameplay along the way, I'm sure.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Alright, cool. Can definitely get a feel for what's going on here and the people of Mysidia by exploring around a little bit and having them just stare at us.
That'll be them then. Don't look like much if you ask me.
Nice warm welcome.
Look, that one's got a black cape. Do you think he's the leader?
He's definitely got the main character energy.
Look Look, Nan, it's the outsiders.
Hush! It's not polite to call outsiders outsiders.
How long do you think this bridge has been standing here?
Oh, at least as long as we have.
I see a chocobo as well.
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere I looked. It was all I could do to make it back to Haven without being torn limb from limb.
All you could do. And there I was thinking you were a bearer.
Pet the chocobo.
Did you hear that, girl? You're going with father today.
If you don't mind, Manda, I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, I like this music as well. Right, wanted to see if there was like some kind of merchant or something like that. I'm sure there must be here because obviously we're kind of disconnected.
Ibex. As if we didn't have enough to do. Busy or not, though, we'll need to see to it soon. Don't want the glamour unraveling.
I'm sure that glamour's going to unravel at some point in the story.
The poor things are as pale as ghosts. Oh, they're unwell.
Village of the Gabs. Okay. I'm just going to go in.
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
Alright, let's get down to business and really find out what happened here.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walias.
This man, Walias, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walias is still a baby.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walias was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
Wow, that's interesting. A baby dominant, huh?
Are you bound for the Wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
Ceaseless rill.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Right, so yeah, we do indeed have side quests. So it's that kind of DLC. It's pretty expansive, especially compared to what we had previously. It literally has its own stuff going on like that, which is something I'm generally probably going to engage in. I think the side quests from the main game were definitely a mixed bag. I wouldn't say it was a strong suit. There were definitely some good ones in there, like some more like poignant, memorable ones in there. But as a ratio and like as an overall thing, I wouldn't call the side quests of 16 a strong point personally. Particularly more on kind of like the dungeon crawling, boss battles, all of that kind of front. I don't think it was that great. But maybe these ones are potentially better. Who knows? So we'll definitely try some and find out where we're at. I want to quickly go to the storehouse first. We'll see what we got. But I don't think I want to get into side quests. I mean, I think we've barely gotten into the DLC itself. So let's do that first.
The poor things are as pale as ghosts.
Has it been like Witten Hall? Read the stores. Okay, I'm going to quickly see that.
You used to work on the outside.
I assume it's probably going to be similar stuff to what we already have.
How long do you think this bridge has been stood?
What do you think the tributary sees in those outsiders?
Enough to welcome them into our midst.
Maybe there is no thing here. This guy.
If you want something from the forge, you'll have to wait your turn. Got my hands full as it is. Though not with what I need, thanks to the love of my life.
Okay. Does seem sour indeed. But yeah, I'm not seeing that there's much of a chance to actually buy any items yet. Maybe we need to progress things further first. I don't know. So I think I'm just going to move it along. I'm sure I'll be fine. Since it seems like obviously more of a hub location, I don't think we're just going to go there and then just continue moving forward and not coming back. So let's just go.
Off to the surge, are you? Well, just you stay close to the tributary. We don't want you getting lost in the forest.
Let's do it.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
Yeah, welcome to Gongaga. But you can see already my health is like below half. If this was like me kind of warmed up and knowing what I'm doing, you probably should be just at full health right now. But we'll just see what we can do. Honestly, to regain some health, I might just go into beast mode. Just see what happens. Because you gain health when you do that, right? Yeah. At least we regain a little bit of health. Yeah, a lot of work to do. Probably take me like at least an hour or two before I start to feel a bit more comfortable again. It really does feel like I'm playing it for the first time in that sense. Because so much of the gameplay was about juggling. Like once you get confident again, you remember like how to do everything. It's a lot of like you juggle between these, you juggle between your abilities. You you do the R1 version, the L1 version, and all of that business. But if you don't remember and you don't have the muscle memory for juggling them, then
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother, did you have to ask?
so I'm not going to do Flames of Rebirth. Okay, string a couple of those. Yeah, honestly, before starting this DLC, I probably should have spent like an hour just running around, just like randomly fighting stuff to get used to it again, but whatever. But visually very, very pleasing, and already that's kind of a nice start in that sense. You guys know me, I'm always a sucker for that stuff. Probably more so than average. The glamour tends to work on me. So, there's that. I gotta remember that this is the thing. I need to remember how to do this. Like, how do you charge this? It's like this.
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
So we did that. So this was all about like you could dodge it, like do it more quickly if you dodge. Ah, damn you. You got me. Yeah, so these tomberries are a little bit more dangerous than the other stuff. Those. Okay. At least this helps me kind of charge up the gauge pretty quickly as well. It just still clears out these encounters in one hit. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that effective still. It's still very OP.
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
Definitely, it's really cool.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
Yeah, just this open, expansive feel just looks really good. I think it's something that in general 16 did pretty well. Like these just like, it's not open world, but it does have these like really large, like nice zones as well. I think where I didn't love it as much was when we really got down to business in some of like the Mother Crystal bits where we go into the towns, or like the cities, like the heart, those places. It did start to feel a bit more kind of restrictive sometimes. I'm not sure it was the greatest implementation of it.
You don't want to go down there. Trust me.
Do I even want to ask why?
But I think the general like look and style of the environments, the scale and stuff, I think was definitely nice.